What I'm doing now is I am going to show you, give you some advice on how to study for your exams. Um, I'm, I'll specifically focus on exam one. So when we go to our Moodle page, the first thing you want to do, if you haven't printed it out, is you want to look at your course syllabus all the way at the end at the schedule, because the syllabus tells you exactly what you need to study. I don't do any study guides, but I am pretty clear on what types of things that you can do to prepare for the exam. So unit 3 is where, I'm sorry, unit 2 is where we have exam 1. Week 2, I'm sorry. Week 2 is where we have exam 1, and it says questions will come from units 1 through 3, as well as your lab activities from weeks 1 and 2. So what were those lab activities? The cabbage juice indicator lab, the scientific method virtual lab, the cabbage juice indicator lab, and then assignment nutritionist for a day. So those will be graded no later than June the 12th. So that gives you 3 days to study over your labs. And basically you just go to your grade book, go to the lab activity, click on it, and I will have graded it and I will have made comments. So if you missed a question, I will tell you why. And the if you don't do anything, at least read over the feedback that I give you from the graded labs. There's not a lot of questions from the labs, but there are always some on the exams. Okay, then there are some that are randomly chosen from, say, if it's unit 1 that I'm studying, they're randomly chosen from the homework and the quiz. So you can go back and you can look at the questions from your homework. You have the opportunity to do the quiz twice, and they come from the same test bank. You can do the homework twice. And for the homework, you can go back and review every question and make sure that you know the correct answers. So half of your exam is going to come straight from questions that you've had in your homework and your quizzes from each unit. And they will be word for word. I pull them randomly from the test bank. All right. So we know to study the labs. And we know to study to make sure we look at the graded labs as soon as I've graded them, and I try to grade them 3 days before the exam. So you have at least 3 days to look over them. And then you know now to study the homework questions and to do your quiz twice, because if you do the homework twice and the quiz twice, that is the maximum amount of times that you can do these, and that gives you the best chance of learning the most questions, okay, from the question bank. And then the next thing that I would say is there will be some questions that I just make up from the material. So the study plan is, if you have time, the study plan is the best thing to do. You click on it and you go all the way through it. However, this can take a while, and some of you may have less time on your hands than others. So I am going to give you some suggestions. I would like for you to read the entire study plan. But like I say, okay, so when I start this study plan, I'm just going to keep clicking on next until I see something that stands out. So this page is just reading. This page is just reading, although it does have a video on it about sunflowers. We'll eventually get to the end of the section. Okay, here's a question. So by looking at the figure above, which of the following statements is false? this could very well end up, a question within the study plan could very well end up on the exam. So all you have to do is show the answer and it gives you the answer. Answer B is false. So if you don't read your study plan, if all you do is go through the study plan and answer the questions that you see within the study plan, that will help you as well. Okay. Now, another thing is if you don't read the study plan, if reading is not your thing, I encourage you to do it. But if you don't, I've done something else too that might help you. Sorry, I'm trying to get back to before I was at the study plan. Let me just go here. Okay, so I'm back at Unit 1. A few other resources that I have posted. You don't have to look at these resources. You're not being graded on them. But a few other resources that I have posted are links to videos and articles from the study plan. All right, so here, this is just the description. So just in case when you click on this that the videos don't come up for you, I have listed the subject of the video or article, and I have given you the URL so you can copy and paste. But the best thing to do is just click on it, and they should play one by one. So the first video is about sunflowers responding to sunlight. The second video is really cool. Shows mimosa leaves responding to touch. And then I've got a Venus flytrap eating a fly. So, and some of these are tutorial videos. Okay, so some of these are actually videos that help you with the topics that we're learning. So watching the videos, if you don't get a chance to do the study plan, at least go through and watch those videos, because they most of them come from the study plan. You, like, if you read the study plan, you would see the videos throughout that study plan. All right. And the last thing is, for every chapter, I try to include recorded lectures where I have just taken the PowerPoint slides. Did I do it here? I saw recorded lecture. Oh, okay, so here they are. I thought I normally put them down at the bottom. But anyway, here's your introduction to biology recorded lectures. And I've just taken the PowerPoint slides and I just lecture over the PowerPoint slides. I explain the material in the PowerPoint slides. Some students say they're boring. Some students really enjoy them because they can take notes at their own pace and they can go back and look and listen to things that that they didn't get the first time. So this is just actual recorded lectures. Again, you don't have to watch those. You're not getting a grade on it, but I would absolutely, absolutely do the homeworks, the quizzes, study your labs after they get graded, and then make sure you watch all the videos and articles that I post. And that's a lot, but that should cover you for studying for your exam.